and silent. You think the problem is your paycheck. You think it's inflation. You think it's the government, your boss, your bad luck. You are wrong. The problem isn't in your wallet. It's in your skull. It's a software error running on 3 million-year-old hardware. And until you face that, you will always be a slave to the next shiny object, the next fleeting comfort, the next dopamine hit disguised as a purchase. You are at war with a primal beast that lives inside your own mind. And right now, the beast is winning. It's been winning for years. And you've been letting it. You've been feeding it. This isn't another cheerful video with 5 easy tips to save. This isn't about clipping coupons or making your own coffee. That's like putting a band-aid on a gaping wound. This is a psychological deprogramming. This is an intervention. We're going to open up your head, find the corrupted code that's keeping you poor and trapped, and we're going to burn it out of you. So, if you're looking for a gentle pat on the back and some comforting lies, leave now. Go watch a video about a cat playing piano. If you're ready to confront the uncomfortable, brutal truth of why you are failing with money, then stay. But be warned, you're not going to like what you see in the mirror. First, we need to dismantle the fortress of lies you've built around your financial failures. These aren't just excuses. They're carefully constructed psychological defense mechanisms designed to protect your fragile ego from the crushing reality of your own irresponsibility. Lie number 1. I'll start saving when I earn more. This is the most pervasive, most seductive, and most destructive lie in the book. It's a fantasy. It's the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow you will never reach. You tell yourself, if only I got that raise, once I land that new job, when I get a 10% bump, then I'll be responsible. Let me be brutally clear. The amount of money you earn has almost nothing to do with your ability to save. It has everything to do with your habits and your discipline. Saving is a muscle. It is not an outcome. If you cannot save $5 out of $500, you will not save $5,000 out of $50,000. Why? Because you haven't trained a muscle. You haven't forged a habit. When you get more money, you don't suddenly develop a new personality. You just amplify the one you already have. If you're an undisciplined spender with a small income, you'll just become an undisciplined spender with a larger income. Your lifestyle will inflate to meet and then exceed your new means. The new car you deserve, the bigger apartment you need, the more expensive restaurants that become your new normal. This is called lifestyle creep, and it is the financial equivalent of quicksand. The more you struggle, the faster you sink. Telling yourself you'll save later is a deferral of responsibility. It allows you to feel blameless in the present. It's a comforting daydream that absolves you of the need to take painful action right now. But the you of the future is not some magical, hyper-disciplined superhero. It's just you, but older, with more regrets. The habit isn't formed when it's easy. It's formed when it's hard. It's forged in the fire of your current constraints. If you don't have the character to save now, you won't have it then. Period. Line number 2. It's just one small purchase. It will make a difference. This is the whisper of a beast. The justification for the coffee, the takeaway lunch, the app subscription, the new shirt on sale. It's the logic of the addict. It's just one hit. A single drop of water doesn't seem like much, but a billion single drops can carve the Grand Canyon. Your financial life isn't destroyed by one catastrophic explosion. It's eroded by a million tiny, insignificant choices. You are hemorrhaging your future, one small purchase at a time. Let's do the math that your brain conveniently ignores. That $5 coffee, 5 times a week, that's $25 a week, $100 a month, $1,200 a year, invested over 30 years with a modest return. That's over $100,000. You're trading a 6-figure retirement fund for slightly bitter bean water. That takeaway lunch for $15, 3 times a week. That's $2,340 a year. Over 30 years, that's $250,000. Gone. Your mind cannot comprehend this. It's not designed to. It sees the immediate, tangible pleasure of the coffee. It cannot see the abstract, distant reality of a comfortable retirement. The small, immediate reward will always feel more real than the large, delayed reward. This is a flaw in your wiring. The marketing departments of every company on earth know this flaw. and they exploit it with ruthless efficiency every single day. Every buy now button, every limited time offer is a direct attack on this weakness in your psychology. Every time you say, it's just one thing, you are surrendering to the attack. You are letting them win. Line number 3, I deserve this. I work hard. This phrase is financial poison. It equates spending with reward. It directly links the act of labor with the act of consumption, creating a vicious, self-perpetuating cycle of work, spend, work, spend. You had a hard day. Your boss was a jerk. The commute was hell. You feel drained, stressed, and unappreciated. What does the beast in your head scream for? A reward, a treat, a hit of dopamine to soothe the pain. And what's the easiest, quickest way to get that hit in our society? Buying something that SO you by the expensive gadget. You order the overpriced food. You book the impulsive weekend trip. And for a fleeting moment, you feel better. The purchase acts as a temporary anesthetic for your dissatisfaction. But what have you actually done? You have taken the very life energy you expended at a job you likely don't love, and you have converted it into a rapidly depreciating object or a momentary experience. You have literally traded your time on this planet for a trinket. You are not treating yourself. You are indebting yourself to the very system that is causing you stress. You work hard at a job to earn money. Then you spend that money to feel better about how hard you have to work. It is a closed loop of insanity. It is a hamster wheel. The ultimate treat, the ultimate reward for your hard work is not a thing. It is freedom. It is options. It is the ability to walk away from the job that makes you miserable. Every time you buy a treat, you are actively selling a piece of that future freedom. You are extending your own sentence. To understand why you fail, you need to understand the war you were born into. Your brain is not a unified entity. It's a messy, cobbled-together committee of rivals. For our purposes, there are 2 key players in this financial war. Player 1, the primal beast, your limbic system. This is the ancient, powerful core of your brain. It evolved on the African savanna. It doesn't know about interest rates or retirement funds. It knows 3 things: survive, avoid pain, and seek pleasure. Right now, this beast is responsible for your emotions, your impulses, your cravings. It operates on a simple, brutal calculus. Does it feel good? Do it. Does it feel bad? Avoid it. Saving feels bad. It feels like deprivation. It feels like loss. It feels like denying yourself something desirable. To the primal beast, saving money is the equivalent of spotting a delicious fruit tree and walking away hungry. It's illogical. It's insane. Spending, on the other hand, feels fantastic. It's the thrill of the hunt, finding the deal, and the satisfaction of the kill, the purchase. It delivers an immediate hit of dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. Your brain is a dopamine junkie, and consumer culture is its dealer. The primal beast is powerful, fast, and constantly screaming for its next fix. It lives only in the present moment. The future is a meaningless abstraction to it. Player 2, the future architect, your prefrontal cortex. This is the new kid on the block. The most recently evolved part of your brain, located right behind your forehead. This is the seat of logic, reason, long-term planning, and self-control. This is the part of you that understands the need to save. It can do the math. It can visualize your future. It can comprehend consequences. The future architect is the part of you that clicked on this video. It's the part of you that feels the shame and anxiety of your debt. Here is the fundamental problem. The future architect is like a careful, intelligent, but quiet librarian. The primal beast is like a screaming, powerful, impulsive gorilla. When a decision needs to be made, who do you think usually wins the shouting match? Every time you are faced with a spending choice, this battle plays out in milliseconds. You see a pair of expensive shoes. The primal beast screams, want, pretty, get now, feel good. The future architect calmly whispers, but remember, we're trying to save for a house deposit, and that purchase would set us back by 0.5%. The gorilla shrieks, and the librarian is drowned out. You buy the shoes. Your entire struggle with money is this battle. Your lack of savings is not a character flaw in the sense of you being a bad person. It is a systemic flaw where the part of your brain responsible for long-term well-being is consistently overpowered by the part of your brain designed for short-term survival and pleasure. You are not weak. You are neurologically outgunned. So what do? How does the librarian win against the gorilla? You don't beat the beast with willpower. Willpower is a finite resource. It gets depleted after a long day of making decisions. Your willpower is at its lowest, which is why you're most likely to make terrible financial choices at night, scrolling on your phone. You cannot outmuscle the beast. You have to outsmart it. You have to change the entire game. You have to reframe the battle so the beast starts fighting for you, not against you. Here is the single most important mindset shift you will ever make regarding your finances. Burn this into your soul. You are not saving money. You are buying freedom. Read that again. You are not depriving yourself. You are not losing out. You are not sacrificing. You are engaged in a transactional purchase. With every dollar you refuse to spend on some meaningless crap, you are purchasing a unit of your own liberty. You are buying back your future time. Let's break this down. When you look at a $100 sweater, your primal beast sees a $100 sweater. It feels the potential pleasure of owning it. It feels the pain of not owning it. This is the frame of saving as deprivation. From now on, you will reject that frame. You will see that $100 sweater and you will perform a new calculation. If you make $25 an hour, that sweater is not $100. It is 4 hours of your life. For hours of your limited time on this earth that you had to trade, chained to a desk or a cash register that you will never get back. The question is no longer, do I want this sweater? The question is now, is this sweater worth 4 hours of my freedom? Is it worth 4 hours of your life force? Is it better than 4 hours of being able to do whatever you want? Is it better than being 4 hours closer to telling your boss to shove it? Is it better than being 4 hours closer to a life where you wake up on a Tuesday and decide to go for a hike just because you can? Suddenly, the equation changes. The primal beast, the gorilla, understands this new math. It understands freedom in a way it doesn't understand compound interest. Freedom is a powerful primal concept. Being trapped is a powerful primal pain. You are now reframing saving as an act of aggression towards the things that keep you trapped. You are not passively not spending. You are actively, aggressively buying your way out of the cage. Every dollar you save is a brick in the fortress of your future sovereignty. Every dollar you save is a bullet in the gun you will one day use to shoot your alarm clock. Every dollar you save is a vote for a life of your own design. This is no longer about deprivation. This is about power. This is about accumulating power. Money is just stored power. It's stored time. It's stored options. When you spend on junk, you are literally setting your power on fire for a moment of warmth. When you internalize this, the entire emotional landscape of your finances changes. The pain is no longer associated with saving. The pain is now associated with spending. Spending your money on non-essential junk should feel like self-harm. It should feel like willingly putting shackles on your own wrists. It should feel like selling your future children into servitude. This is the hack. You align the powerful, emotional, primal beast part of your brain with the long-term goals of your future architect. You make the desire for freedom so potent, so visceral, that it dwarfs the fleeting desire for a new gadget. You make the gorilla the guardian of the treasury, not its biggest threat. A mindset is useless without action. Now you must restructure your life to reinforce this new reality. This isn't about budgeting. Budgeting is for victims. This is about programming your intent. Point 1. Automate your freedom purchase. You must treat your freedom purchase as the single most important bill you pay. It is non-negotiable. It is more important than your Netflix subscription, your rent, your car payment. Because without your freedom, what's the point of the rest? The moment you get paid, a percentage of that money must automatically, without you even touching it, move from your checking account to a separate savings or investment account. This is not optional. You are not saving what's left over. You are paying for your freedom first. The rest of the world can have your scraps. Name this account something powerful, not savings account. Call it the freedom fund, the escape plan, the war chest. Every time you see it, you reinforce the mission. This is a payment you make to your future self. Who is your most important client? You would never fail to pay a bill to a powerful creditor. Do not fail to pay the bill you owe your own liberation. 2. Create a stupidity tax jar. Get a physical glass jar. Every time you catch yourself almost making a stupid, impulsive purchase, but you stop yourself using the new frame, is this worth 2 hours of my life? You calculate the money you save, and you put a portion of it in cash into the jar. This does two things. First, it creates a physical, tangible representation of your victories. You can see your freedom accumulating. The gorilla in your brain loves tangible things. Second, it creates a ritual of positive reinforcement. You get a small dopamine hit from the act of putting the money in the jar, rewiring your brain to associate not spending with reward. You are paying yourself a commission for being disciplined. 3. Declare war on your environment. Your environment is engineered to make you spend. Unsubscribe from every single marketing email. Everyone, block the shopping websites on your computer if you have to. Delete the food delivery apps. Delete the buy now, pay later apps. These are not tools of convenience. They are weapons of financial destruction aimed squarely at the weakness in your brain. Your phone is the enemy's headquarters. Sanitize it. Turn it from a consumption device into a production device. Let your physical and digital spaces be sterile of the temptations that trigger the beast. You don't want a war by living in the enemy's barracks. Build your own fortress. 4. The 30-day list. The beast wants everything now. The architect understands time. You must insert time into every non-essential purchase decision. If you want something that costs over a certain amount, say $50, you're not allowed to buy it. You're only allowed to write it down on a list. The list is called the 30-day list. After 30 days have passed, you're allowed to look at that item on the list and decide if you still want to trade your life force for it. What you will find is that 90% of the impulsive, dopamine-driven desire for that item has vanished. Time is the antidote to impulse. By forcing a waiting period, you allow the future architect to regain control from the primal beast. The emotional fever breaks, and you can make a rational decision. Most of the time, you'll look at the item and laugh at the thought that you were ever willing to sell hours of your life for it. So here we are. You now understand the war in your mind. You know the enemy is your own primal wiring, and you know the liars and enablers are the excuses you tell yourself. You've been given the master strategy to stop saving and start aggressively buying your own freedom. What now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing will change unless you do. This isn't a movie. There's no training montage with inspiring music. There's only you and a choice. You can close this window and go right back to the comforting cycle of earning and spending, numbing the pain of your trapped existence with cheap thrills and empty purchases. You can continue to be a well-behaved cog in a machine designed to chew up your life and spit out profits for someone else. You can let the beast keep running the show, dragging you by a leash toward a future of regret and powerlessness. Or you can make a different choice. You can choose right now, in this moment, to stop being a victim of your own psychology. You can choose to fight back. You can open another tab and set up that automatic transfer to your freedom fund. You can find a jar and write stupidity tax on it. You can go through your phone and delete one app that makes you spend money. The choice is between paying now or paying forever. The sharp, temporary pain of discipline or the dull, chronic, lifelong ache of regret. The ghost of your future self is watching you. It's either going to be a future self that is free, powerful, and thanks you for the sacrifices you're about to make, or it will be a future self that is old, broke, and trapped, looking back at you today with nothing but contempt for your cowardice. The choice is yours. Stop making excuses. The war has begun. Pick a side.